And we're back, and in this second part of the strings lesson we're going to be looking at some special escape characters. I'm just going to jump in, I'm going to show you the result of some code, and then we'll have a look at the code, see how it is all done. So we shall run our code, and we get Learn to Code. This course teaches you everything you need to know for your GCSE non-examined assessment, part of the qualification. Okay, there's a few more lines there for you to have a look at. I'll give you a moment. You can pause the video, read them, and then unpause them. Okay, good, you're done. Right then, so let's see how this was generated. So on the face of it, all of this could have been done with a simple print command and using spacebar and just repeatedly typing stuff out. But let's see how it was actually done. Let's drag this over here. So first of all, the title, Learn to Code, was actually tabbed into place. Now I could have just done this. Typed Learn to Code. And that might be pretty similar. Wow, that was amazing. I wasn't expecting that to be that perfect. Anyways, I could have done that. But it's much easier to do that because if I wanted to put the same amount of space in again, I have to remember how many times to push the spacebar, whereas I've only got to remember to put in 3 tabs. Okay, so let's just get rid of that line of code. Okay, now we've got an extra space in here, even though we've only got 1 line of print, and that's because the /n gives us a new line. So not only does it put something on the line, but it automatically then adds a line, which gives us the 2 lines. Okay, and this is sort of like shown a little bit further. Now, when we did multi-line before, we used triple quotes. Well, this is multi-line with a single quote. And all I've done is put the /n escape character in between the bits where I want it to force onto the very next line. Now, sometimes you want to write a text string that is quite long, and it's easier to read if it's typed over a few lines instead. Now, with this particular IDE, it's not too much of a problem because if I make this smaller, it kind of forces itself onto the next lines anyway, and kind of just does this. So you can see here, look, that it doesn't have line 9 here because line 9 doesn't start until here. Not all IDEs do that, and sometimes it will just, you'll have to scroll horizontally across the page to be able to see what it says on that line. So you can just use the / character to tell it that you are continuing with this line of text. Okay, moving on to line 13. You can also join 2 strings together. So if we look here, you can also join 2 strings together using the plus symbol. And they are 2 separate strings, look, but the plus symbol has made them look as though they were 1. That's quite helpful. Okay then, a couple more things to go. So, you can save yourself time from having to type the same thing out over and over again by just doing a line that has the text string and then multiply it by however many times you want to repeat it. So I didn't type pi 10 times, I typed it once and told it to multiply by 10. Okay, now let's say we want to put a quote in. So let's do a print. We will do a new line. And I'm going to do another one here with a new line just to separate it. And then in here I'm going to put a quote. So we're going to do this. These aren't my boots. Okay, don't think anybody said it. If we just run this as it is. Okay, so it doesn't look like a quote because it doesn't have the double quotation marks. So let's put some double quotation marks around there, shall we? Stick one there and stick one at the end. Okay, so did you notice what happened there? We've got a double quote, we've got a triple quote. See what happens when it runs. So we get a syntax error. Okay, so syntax errors are basically where it's like a grammatical programming error, and it's because it doesn't match. So we need to get rid of one of these quotes. Let's get rid of one of these quotes and see what happens. it won't print double quotes. Okay, well guess what? If we put the slash in like that and run it again, this time we have double quotes. Alright, give all of them a go for yourself. Tab something in, put something on a new line, join two strings together, multiply a string so you can repeat something over and over again.